Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Jesus TV, my return subscribers. Thank you so very much for always coming around for viewing my channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I heard this gist that Olori Ashley is second for her is pregnant for her second child, and a lot of people have been saying things, and you all know that a lot has been going on in the palace lately, due to the fact that they said that the king has been paying more attention allegedly to Queen Naomi. I heard I heard this gist that a lot has been going on, and that at the time they said Olori Ashley's people had to come to the palace to meet with the king to find out what is going on. And you already know that Queen Naomi and Olori Ashley can never be in the same space, and you all know why. If you have been following this story from way back, when Queen Naomi was still the first wife of the king. Of course, she still remains the king's wife, but when she was still the first wife of the king. And mind you, you all that are saying that Olori Mariam is no longer the first wife, I don't know where you people heard that gist from. Have you people have you people found out what her title is all about? Olori Abaya. And you all know the meaning, right? That she is there, she is the wife that is there to put things together for the king. She is there to make sure that everything in the royal house goes smoothly. That includes taking care of all the other Oloris. That is why whenever there is a function, if the king is not there, Olori Mariam represents the king. From the time of Olori Elizabeth, when Olori Elizabeth, when they finalized Olori Elizabeth's marital rights, her wedding, Olori Mariam was the one that stood in for the king. When Olori Ashley dedicated the prince in church, in Catholic church, the king was not available. Olori Mariam stood in. So for those of you that are saying that Olori Mariam is no longer the head queen, can you please reconfirm your gist very well? Because somebody wrote in the comment section that Olori Mariam is no longer the head queen. That where am I getting my gist from? I was like, where is this person getting gist from? And you all know that I don't come up with gist if I don't clarify, oh, this gist makes sense and this gist is actually true. You have to think about it critically. The fact that you've not been seeing Olori Mariam around does not mean that she's no longer the queen. You all know that this woman is trying to nurture her pregnancy. She cannot be seen. The doctors advise that she cannot be seen anywhere, everywhere, except it is mandatory that she has to come out. And if she's coming out, it has to be to perform whatever it is that she has to perform as the head queen, and she'll go back inside. Olori Mariam was supposed to be in her mother's, in fact, she's supposed to be in her mother's place, but allegedly they said her mom, they had to come back to the palace because she had to plead with her mom. She was in her mom's place. She had to plead with her mom to bring her back. So whoever told you that she's no longer the head queen might be making mistakes somewhere. There are loopholes, a lot of loopholes somewhere, because she's still the queen. And except the head of media palace comes out to announce this, she still remains the head queen. So back to the gist. So they said that that Olori Ashley, and you all know that Olori Ashley and Queen Naomi cannot be in the same space because they used to be very good friends. Yes, Olori Ashley has always been in the palace for a very long time, and of course you all know her role in the palace, and you all know what she performs in the palace. Somebody is asking me, what is it that she performs? What is her role? Of course, we cannot deny the fact that she holds a very huge role as a spiritualist, a female spiritualist in that palace, and you cannot close your blind eyes. Even if you don't like her, let us be speaking the truth. Even if you don't like her, probably her personality, she holds an important role in that palace, and she cannot be easily discarded no matter what you say. So she was the guide, tour guide for Queen Naomi when Queen Naomi visited, when she was still the queen in the palace. She was teaching her a lot of things. Queen Naomi, being a born again girl, born again lady, doesn't know a lot of things. Of course, she's not from Ile-Ife, so she doesn't know a lot of culture, traditions. So Olori actually was the one assigned to help guide Queen Naomi. So you can imagine the betrayal, and both of them literally became friends. And of course, Queen Naomi introduced her to the family, to her family members. Of course, you know that Queen Naomi's mom was always with her sister was always with her. So they all became like friends, family friends. So when Queen Naomi left the palace, I think they were still communicating a little. According to what they said, she was still telling Queen Naomi things. According to what they said, allegedly, that she was still telling Queen Naomi, don't come back to the palace. The king is this, the king. Of course, you know, she was not the only one in love with the king. She too was seeing a lot of women with the king and all that. Until the Ifa priest gave the prophecy that the king has to marry like 7 wives before all his wives can stay, and before all his heart desires of having male children apart from Prince Tade will be fulfilled. Because he was really, really worried why anytime he marries a woman, they will leave. Okay, this one that he married now, Queen Naomi, that has a son for him, that he actually thought he was going to stay, left. So when Queen Naomi, finally, when the time came that Olori actually was part of the people that the king married, she couldn't believe it. So that was the issue. That was what happened. That they can never be in the same space. They can never be. Even when Olori actually tried to reach out to Queen Naomi, in fact, she was so heartbroken she did not, accept her reaching out to her. Even when Prince Tade celebrated his second birthday, I can remember Olori actually posted a birthday wishes with Prince Tade and her daughter sitting together. She was lapping him to wish Prince Tade a happy birthday. Like, do you understand? And you can never see Queen Naomi saying anything about Olori Ashley. So she stopped. She knows that, they respect boundaries. So Olori Ashley is now pregnant with her second child. And they said that she's not happy, according to what they said, that the king is still in contact with Queen Naomi. Because whenever she sees Queen Naomi, she feels like, according to what they said, she feels ashamed, which is normal. Like, she feels like she betrayed her friend, like she told her, don't go back, don't do this. And she still went, you know how that story is. She still went to do what she told her friend, don't do. And everybody, most of the people that doesn't like her, allegedly believe that she stole the life, or she wants the life Queen Naomi was once living. Having to wear white, having to be the head queen, having to be celebrated, having to be the one in the middle whenever she steps out. All the palace guards, everybody in the palace follows her. Like, she has her own set of people that follows her. Everybody respects her. Like, this is the life Olori Ashley has always wanted for herself. That was why she stayed that long in the palace, according to what they said. So now that they are saying that, it's because the king is paying more attention to Queen Naomi. Of course, he's the king and he does whatever he likes. Of course, Queen Naomi was once his wife, but still his wife, though not the first wife. And is the mother of his son, his first son. You all know how this is going to be. There is still attached, like there is still something that glues them together, and it's not going to be easy to be broken up. Coupled with the fact that Queen Naomi is a very calm person, very gorgeous, very articulated. You all know that she's very lovable, and the way she carries herself, like so many other people would have, any other person would have let loose, but she carries herself gracefully. Yes. Apart from Queen Wurola, who is no longer in the country, who is also staying reserved, Queen Naomi is another person, another queen that is also reserved. Like she just likes her own space. So like they said that the issue keeps happening. Anyways, I don't want this gist to be long. I don't want this gist to be long, but I know that you all understand what I'm trying to say. That they said, according to them, allegedly, that Queen Naomi is the issue now, and Olori Ashley is pregnant with her second child. So the mystery is now unveiling, like what you don't want for another, what you don't want to happen to you, don't do to another person. You all know this issue of side chick and how it happens. Now they are saying allegedly Queen Naomi is now the side chick, and let's forget about the other Oloris. We don't know, but Queen Naomi is now the side chick and Olori Ashley is now the wife. How does it play out? Anyways, thank you all so very much for always coming around for viewing my channel. If you've not subscribed to this channel, Ejo, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos, and don't forget to comment nicely. Have a blessed day.